The New Orleans Pelicans have made waves around the league with a bold declaration. No player on their current roster is untouchable. That's right. From the veterans to the youngest names, everyone is, at the very least, available for discussion. And for teams on the hunt for key upgrades, this isn't just intriguing. It's a golden opportunity. One of those teams, of course, is the Los Angeles Lakers, who find themselves in a position where making the right move now could drastically shape the future of the franchise. And while there are several attractive names in New Orleans, there's one that stands out for the Lakers' specific needs. The young, athletic, high-upside big man who started making real noise in his rookie year. We're talking about a 21-year-old standing at 6 feet 11 inches and weighing 235 pounds. A mobile, physical presence with legitimate upside. This rookie didn't just fill a role. He made his presence felt on both ends of the court. He brings the exact package the Lakers have been hunting for over the past few seasons. Rim protection, rebounding, switchability on defense, on vertical spacing as a lob threat. He's not the kind of center who demands post touches or clogs up the offense. He fits seamlessly next to the Lakers' core stars and would thrive in an environment where he can focus on doing the dirty work, while guys like LeBron James, Austin Reeves, and most importantly, Luka Doncic take on the primary offensive responsibilities. Now, let's be clear. There's no indication yet that the Pelicans are shopping him actively. But if no one's off limits, it's worth exploring. And the Lakers, having already shown a willingness to package picks and young assets to land their center of the future, might be in the perfect position to strike. Think back to the pursuit of Mark Williams. That move showed us the Lakers are serious about locking down a long-term solution at the 5. They're not looking for stopgaps. They want someone who can be the anchor of the defense for the next decade. If this rookie big fits that profile, and based on the numbers, the eye test, and his trajectory, he just might, then the Lakers should absolutely do their homework. Look at what this guy produced as a rookie. Nearly 9 points per game, 8 rebounds, including over 3 on the offensive glass, over 1 block per night, and just under 27 minutes per game. And that's on a team that, let's be honest, struggled with consistency, injuries, and a lack of true playmakers for much of the year. He didn't have a Luka Doncic feeding him lobs. He didn't have the benefit of playing alongside LeBron James, drawing defenders, and opening up easy looks. This was him, grinding. This was pure effort, pure motor, and pure potential being, showcased night after night. And when you extrapolate his numbers to per 36 minutes, he's looking like a double-double machine. We're talking about a 12 and 11 guy with close to 5 offensive boards, 2 blocks, and even a steal per game. That's no fluke. That's the foundation of a franchise big. But it's not just about stats. It's about fit. It's about projection. And it's about timing. The Lakers don't need a 20 and 10 offensive juggernaut at center. They're not looking for someone to run the offense through. What they need is a reliable anchor. Someone who can protect the rim, rebound with intensity, and finish strong around the basket. Someone who can catch lobs, set hard screens, and play with energy for every possession. And this rookie checks all those boxes. He's not undersized like some of the other young centers in the league. He's got real size, a legit 6'11 frame, and a reported wingspan that pushes over 7 feet 2 inches. That kind of length, combined with his age and athleticism, makes him one of the more intriguing young bigs in the NBA. This is why the Lakers should, at the very least, make the call. Ask the question, gauge the price. Worst case scenario, the Pelicans say no, they hang up. They tell you he's part of their long-term vision. Fair enough. But best case scenario, they're open to it. Maybe they're looking to stack assets. Maybe they're eyeing a reset around a different core. Or maybe they just value flexibility. Either way, it's worth finding out. Because if the price is something similar to what was floated in previous trade discussions, a pick, maybe a promising young guard, then you have to seriously consider pulling the trigger. And here's the thing. This is the type of move that if you get it right, sets your team up for the next decade. You get your franchise center, a guy who doesn't just fit next to Luka, LeBron, and Austin. He complements them. A guy who does the things they don't want to do, who thrives in the role they need filled. And more than that, someone who's young enough to grow with your next wave. LeBron won't be around forever. The Lakers have to start thinking ahead, building around Luka and Reeves and whatever young pieces they retain. A move like this doesn't just help you now, it lays the foundation for the post-LeBron era. And yes, maybe you have to give up a bit more than you'd like. Maybe it feels like an overpay at first. But if you're going to overpay, wouldn't you rather do it for a guy with legitimate franchise center upside than for a role player with a low ceiling? That's the difference. You don't sell the farm for someone who will be your fourth best player and never rise above that. But for someone who could anchor your defense, give you 10 rebounds a night, finish everything around the rim, and continue developing into something special, that's a calculated risk worth taking. Because let's not kid ourselves, centers like this aren't easy to find. And when you do find one, they usually aren't available. This is a rare chance. If the Pelicans are even remotely open to discussions, the Lakers need to be at the front of the line. They need to explore every possibility because this isn't about a short-term fix. This isn't about plugging a hole for the next season or two. This is about finding your guy, the one who can grow into the role. The one who's got the tools, the mindset, and the body to become something real. And think about what that would look like in a Lakers jersey. Imagine this kid running the floor with LeBron getting easy lobs from Luka, crashing the boards on every missed shot. Imagine him setting bone-crushing screens at the top of the key, rolling hard to the rim, drawing defenders, and creating space for your shooters. Imagine the second-chance opportunities, the momentum-shifting blocks, the way he could energize the crowd with just one big play. That's not just a dream. That's a vision that can become reality with the right move. Now, yes, he's still raw in certain areas. His free throw percentage isn't great, just over 62%. His offensive game is limited. He's not going to stretch the floor or create his own shot. But he doesn't need to. That's not the role he's being asked to fill. What you want from him, he already does. And what he doesn't do yet, he's got time to develop. He's not 26 or 27, he's 21. That means there's room for growth, for refinement, for coaching to mold him into an even better version of what he already is. And remember, he did all this without an elite point guard. Without the luxury of consistent offensive structure, without the benefit of veteran leadership guiding him every step of the way. Now put him in a winning environment surrounded by Hall of Famers and give him a clear role. The sky's the limit. He becomes the kind of player you can rely on every single night. Not a superstar, maybe not even an all-star, but the kind of foundational piece every team needs. A guy who makes the rest of the roster better just by doing his job. In today's NBA, that's invaluable. Too many teams overreach for flash and forget the importance of fit. The Lakers can't afford that. Not at this stage. They need reliability, youth, athleticism, and effort. This rookie brings all of that. He's not just potential, he's already production. And if the price is right, there's no reason not to go for it. Because if the alternative is standing pat or chasing another journeyman big, then you're just delaying the inevitable. The Lakers need a real answer at center, and this kid might just be it. Let's take a closer look at the numbers and performance that make this rookie such an enticing target. Across 73 games played, he started in 67 of them. A clear sign of how quickly he earned trust and responsibility in New Orleans. Averaging just under 27 minutes per game, he put up 9 points, 8.2 rebounds, including an impressive 3.5 offensive boards, along with 1.3 blocks and half a steal. These aren't just empty stats. They're indicators of someone who consistently impacts the game physically. And his efficiency? He shot 54.7% from the field on 6.7 attempts per game. That shows smart shot selection, mostly around the rim, where he thrives as a lob finisher and cleanup guy. His free throw shooting sits at 62.3%, which clearly needs improvement, but again, he's 21. This isn't the final version of the player. He's at the beginning of the road. With the right development staff and training, there's every reason to believe that part of his game can improve over time, especially in a system like the Lakers, where the pressure to produce instantly would be lower given the star power around him. He'd be able to grow without being thrown into the deep end alone. And consider this. He achieved all of this production without playing next to elite offensive creators. No Luka Doncic throwing pinpoint passes. No LeBron James drawing double teams every possession. No rhythm offense designed to feed him. Everything he got came from hustle, from second chances, and from simply knowing where to be at the right time. Now imagine that same energy and skill set placed alongside some of the greatest playmakers in the game. It's not unrealistic to think his scoring could bump up to 15 or even 20 points per game just by playing off others and getting easier looks. He's not a project in the traditional sense. He's already performing, but he's also not finished growing. That's the beauty of it. You're not trading for hope. You're trading for results with room to get better. And physically, he's already got the frame. He's not undersized. And at 6 feet 11 inches with a 7'2" wingspan, he fits the mold of a modern rim protector. He moves well laterally, he runs the floor hard in transition, and he's shown signs of being able to switch onto smaller players when necessary. This kind of defensive versatility is gold in today's NBA, where the pick and roll dominates and bigs constantly find themselves in space. What also makes him intriguing is how naturally he seems to understand his role. There's no ego, no forcing shots, no trying to be something he's not. He plays within the offense, makes himself available as a target on drives, boxes out, fights for position, and doesn't take possessions off. These are things that coaches and teammates value immensely. For a team like the Lakers, which will always have stars demanding attention, having a low-maintenance, high-impact big man who knows his lane and stays in it is priceless. You also have to consider team construction. Assuming the Lakers retain Luka Doncic, Austin Reeves, and even LeBron James for another run, any center they bring in will be, at best, the fourth offensive option. That's not a knock. It's just reality. So you don't need someone who demands touches. You need someone who thrives in that support role. Someone who doesn't just tolerate being the fourth option, but embraces it. That's exactly what this rookie offers. And with better spacing and more creators around him, his value would only increase. There's always a temptation to swing big for names, to chase stars or skilled big men who can stretch the floor or create from the post. But for the Lakers, that's not the priority right now. What they need is someone dependable, someone who shores up their interior defense, dominates the glass, and gives them a vertical threat every single night. Someone young enough to grow with the team and eventually step into a bigger role as the roster evolves. This rookie fits all of that. Even if the Lakers end up drafting a developmental big with a late pick, the reality is that player likely won't be ready to contribute at a high level for at least a couple of seasons, and free agency doesn't exactly offer a treasure trove of young, athletic, defensive-minded centers. That's what makes this trade window and this player's availability so important. If the Pelicans are truly open to moving pieces, the Lakers need to make this move a priority. At the end of the day, it all comes down to cost. Of course, nobody wants to overpay. But there are situations where overpaying is worth it. This might be one of them. Because if this is your guy, if this is your long-term solution, a center, you don't hesitate. You don't wait for a better deal that may never come. You go get him, you solidify your lineup, you prepare for the next decade of Lakers basketball with a core built around elite playmakers and a big man who does all the little things that lead to winning. Before we continue, we ask that you leave a like and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss any exclusive Lakers updates. Moving on, where given the star power around him, he'd be able to grow without being thrown into the deep end alone. Whispers in the NBA world are growing louder as rumors circulate that Michael Porter Jr., the talented forward known for his scoring prowess, might be gearing up to say yes to the Los Angeles Lakers. Sources close to the situation suggest that the Lakers, eager to bolster their roster with young, dynamic talent, have been quietly pursuing Porter Jr. in recent weeks, sparking intense speculation among fans and insiders alike. Porter Jr., who has shown flashes of brilliance during his time in the league, has long been considered a valuable asset due to his ability to stretch the floor with his shooting and contribute offensively in multiple ways. The Lakers, on the hunt for a fresh injection of scoring and versatility to complement their established stars, seem to see Porter as a perfect fit for their system, a player who could potentially change the team's trajectory if things fall into place. Though nothing has been officially confirmed, the buzz suggests that conversations between Porter Jr.'s camp and the Lakers front office have advanced beyond mere interest. Some insiders hint that the forward is seriously considering the move. drawn by the Lakers' storied history and the opportunity to compete at the highest level on a contending squad. This potential signing could represent a significant shift for both the player and the franchise, possibly signaling the Lakers' intent to retool and build a team around a blend of youth and experience. What makes this rumor even more tantalizing is the timing. The Lakers are at a crossroads, looking to regain their dominance in the Western Conference after some turbulent seasons. Adding a scorer like Porter Jr. would give them a much-needed boost in offensive firepower and open up new possibilities for lineup configurations. His presence could relieve pressure on their current stars and provide a new dimension on both ends of the floor. As the NBA offseason unfolds, all eyes will be on Los Angeles to see if this speculative deal materializes. Could Michael Porter Jr. really be the Lakers' next big acquisition? The intrigue is palpable, and for now, fans can only wait and watch as this story develops, hoping that this rumored yes turns into a headline that shakes the league. Stay informed exclusively about Los Angeles Lakers news. Subscribe to our channel and hit the like button to keep receiving daily updates. Also, share your opinion on the news in the comments, as your contribution is crucial for the Lakers. Stay tuned for the next video.